Yeah, so this is a story, a documentary of the history of slave trade in Benin Republic. This is how Benin Republicans were being sold, how slavery took place in Benin Republic in Africa. We all know how slave trade, some of us may know how slave trade started in Africa, how some of the British people came to Africa and started exploiting Africans to their land. They went to different parts of Africa, different countries, and according to the story, Nigeria is one of the major countries that contributed so many slaves to them that they were exploiting to their own land. So MARIAM OYAKHILOME, one of the content creators, went to Benin Republic to find out how the slave trade also happened in Benin Republic. Getting there, she was being informed, she was being narrated on how slave trade happened over there. Though the curator doesn't hear English, as we know, just as Nigeria is being colonized by British, Benin Republic we are colonized by France, so their official language over there is French, not English like us. So the lady is kind of helping to translate the English version of the lady of MARIAM OYAKHILOME to the guy, so the guy can speak back to the French. So and according to the history, according to the narration, slave trade in Benin Republic is a bit familiar, is a bit the same. It's like just the same with the one that happened in Nigeria, in Badagry, so but a bit different, and also there is one major key point. There is one major difference there. One of it is in terms of the forgetfulness. As we know, in Badagry there is a water the slaves will be given, and when these slaves are being given that water, it's called a spraying antenatal anthem. I can't remember what that water is called again, but that water, when slaves are being given the water, when they drink it, they forget, they lose their memory, for like few months, so they can be transported away out of Africa. But unfortunately, that is not the same story in Benin Republic. In Benin Republic, they have a tree called a tree of forgetfulness. Yeah. So according to the story, when slaves go around that tree, walk around the tree, they will automatically lose their memory. They will automatically forget who they are, so they can easily be transported out of Africa, without them knowing their route. So it's such an interesting. This is such an interesting discovery and history. I guess you should just watch the video, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you at the end.
Okay, where are we now?
Nous sommes ici à la place Chacha.
We are here at the place of Chacha,
en référence au nom du célèbre négociant d'esclaves Don Francisco Chacha.
So this is where they have the negotiations of concerning the slaves.
On l'a surnommé Chacha parce qu'il était rapide et efficace dans la négociation.
Because they called him Chacha, like fast. Chacha means fast, because he was very fast to negotiate their prices to be sold.
Okay. En fait, c'est sous ces tables là que vous voyez.
There's on that tree that we can see over there.
Que se passait la négociation des prix des esclaves.
That they have the negotiation of the slaves.
Dans la réalité, la route de l'esclave commence au moment où on a capturé un intéressé.
So when you talk about slavery, it starts with the time where they captured the people that they are going to sell, the slaves that are going to be sold.
Et continue au moment où on l'a stocké à un endroit fixe.
And continues to where the point where they stocked them at a particular fixed position.
Donc, nos royaumes n'avaient pas de prison officielle.
So the kingdom did not have an official prison.
Donc, on les stockait dans une case quelque part dans la cour et on les nourrissait aussi.
They keep them in a particular place and feed them as well before they will bring them to this point.
À cette place, on les échangeait avec des objets.
At this point, they exchanged the slaves with different objects.
Parmi ces objets, on peut citer les miroirs,
Amidst these objects, you could see mirrors,
les pagnes,
wrappers,
les alcools distillés en Europe,
dry jeans.
des objets qui en réalité avaient de peu de valeur.
Objects that in reality have a lot, at least some value.
Donc quand on finit leur échange, chacun sait qu'il a acheté. Par exemple, pour un miroir, on peut remettre 11 hommes ou 21 femmes.
Okay, maybe for a mirror, they could give you 11 men ou 20 femmes. So this tree is actually where the sale of the slaves take place.
So how old is this tree now?
Cet arbre a combien des années maintenant?
Depuis 1700, donc ça fait déjà 400 ans.
That's since 1700, it's over 400 years.
Oh. Et nous sommes ici devant la maison du négociant.
So this is in front of the home of the negotiators.
Qui, sa descendance est restée là jusqu'à maintenant.
So their descendants have remained here up till today.
En fait, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? En réalité, il a aidé le jeune roi.
Okay, what happened here? In reality, the negotiators helped the young king,
Agadia, qui a pris la place
Agadia,
de son aîné, de son frère aîné,
that took the place of his elder brother,
Adanozan, qui était contre l'esclavage.
that was against slavery. The elder brother was against slavery.
Donc, il a vendu la mère du jeune prince.
Okay, la mère du jeune prince. Okay, this man Aganjano sold the mother of the young prince.
Adanozan qui a vendu.
Okay, Adandozan sold the mother of the young prince.
Cette partie du peuple, des dirigeants était pour l'esclavage.
Okay, because that part has to do with the directors of the slaves, and he was the one that took care of everything in that part.
Il a envoyé la mère aller vivre ce que c'est que l'esclavage.
And to show that he's actually in charge of slavery negotiations at that time, he sent the mother to go with the masters, the slave masters.
Le négociant a aidé le jeune à prendre le trône et comme ça l'esclavage.
So these negotiators helped the young man to retrieve the throne, and that's where the slavery started.
Donc, ici, après avoir échangé les captifs contre les objets,
when they have exchanged the captives with objects that was been mentioned already,
on allait les marquer maintenant au fer chaud.
They will now mark them with hot irons.
On écrivait l'initiale du maître acheteur.
They use those hot irons to mark the initials of their buyers.
Moi, par exemple, je m'appelle Carlos, donc si mes esclaves, on doit marquer C, par exemple, sur leur dos.
So if he is one of the buyers and his name is Carlos, they will mark his own slaves that he bought with the objects with the symbol C.
Le fer au feu, il chauffe jusqu'à la rougeur et on met ça à
And they put that iron on the fire, and it gets so hot to show red light, and they put it on their body.
Comme
to
ça,
show
je peux reconnaître à la destination, je peux reconnaître que ceux qui sont marqués C sont ceux que j'ai payés.
That is to say that the buyer whose name is symbolized with C gets to know his slaves at the destination point. I know that these are my slaves. They were marked with the name, my initial C.
C'est après le marquage qu'on va poursuivre le chemin vers maintenant l'arbre de l'oubli.
Okay, after their marking here, they know the buyers know their slaves, and then they will now take them on foot, on foot straight to. No, he marched les esclaves. Okay, I asked him whether the slaves are supposed to walk. So they said that they have to walk from here to the point where they will get to the tree of forgetfulness.
Depuis leur capture, ils ont marché les chaînes au cou et aux pieds.
So that is to say that from where they are being captured, they have walked with irons on their necks and on their legs chained together. We are going to say, for them not to run away or rebel against their buyers and their negotiators.
Stocké, par exemple, pour le cas de Judas, stocké au royaume de Dahomey.
So stocked at the camp of Dahomey. That's another
Yeah, environ 140 km.
So Dahomey, that's about 140 kilometers from here. That's where they capture them from and bring them.
Donc ils doivent marcher de là ici.
They have to walk from that 140 kilometers to this place first before they will walk from here to 7 kilometers to where they will move around a tree of forgetfulness.
Okay, here it's a tree. In Badagry is water.
Yeah, so here is a tree where the slaves are brought, and their negotiators are here with their buyers. And their buyers, each buyer, if there are 5 buyers that have different names, my name is Rachel, my initial for my slaves will start with R. Then I will be able to know my slaves when we get to the point of our destination where I'm taking them to. Then from here they will have to walk. Now, not forgetting that they had already walked 140 kilometers from their home where they were captured and brought to this place to be negotiated for with objects. So, like I said, a mirror can give a man 20 slaves, 20 men slaves, male slaves.
Et pour les hommes, c'est 11.
Okay, for men, 11 slaves.
Et pour les femmes, c'est 21. Oui.
Okay, for women, a mirror can give 21 women's female slaves. Then the mirror, if the buyers give a mirror to negotiators, they will give, if they want male slaves, they give them 11 males. But if they want females, they give them 21 female slaves. And they are all chained and working together.
Nous avons encore 5 étapes. Passons pas de 6 étapes au lieu de 7, parce que la maison de marquage, on ne peut plus aller la visiter aujourd'hui. Ça a été possédé par un site privé déjà.
Okay, we have 7 stages. 7 stages when we talk about slavery. But today we're talking 6 because the 7th place has already been taken with renovations and
Donc on va poursuivre la route déjà. La prochaine étape, c'est l'arbre de l'oubli.
So the next stop will be the tree of forgetfulness.
Okay, so we're going there then.
So I believe you also have the tree of forgetfulness in.
No, they don't. What they have is a well.
A well of forgetfulness, and they have to turn around.
Yes, no, it's called spirit attenuation well. That is the well water they give our forefathers then to make them to lose their memory. It was dug by African chiefs and they added black food.
Ok, pour eux au badagry, chez nous ici nous avons l'arbre d'oubli. Mais pour eux là-bas, ils ont un puits, comment dire, puits. Le puits d'oubli.
Ok, et c'est de l'eau.
Oui, c'est de l'eau qu'ils boivent pour savoir oublier leurs origines et tout et tout. Donc c'est le même processus, mais c'est seulement que ici nous avons un arbre, là-bas il y a un puits. Okay, so it's actually almost the same thing, just that we have different things at different places. Here they use a tree of forgetfulness, and where you're coming from, Badagry, they have
a well.
Okay, and about this tree now, for how long?
Okay, let's go there. I think when we get there.
Yes, when we get there.
Where's the way? Okay, we can go in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Elle ne peut pas rentrer ici.
Yes. Mais c'est un site privé, il faut comprendre, c'est la maison des descendants de.
Okay, you can actually walk in here to check, but because of what is it called? Renovations has come into the world and everything. This is now a private abode of the descendants.
C'est la maison du négociant.
The people, the negotiators' home. This is now their descendants. They have lived here, retained here, renovated it to their taste. So this is not how it was the last time I came here, even 5 years ago.
So what you just watched is a short history of how slave trade happened in Benin Republic. Benin Republic is just a mile away from Nigeria. It's not really that much far, but as we all know, it's a different country and with different ways of things, so it's quite familiar with the one that happened, the one we have brought to you that happened in Lagos State, in Badagry. They are quite familiar, but it's a different case. As you see, the tree of forgetfulness, unlike in Nigeria where they have a water that the slave masters gave to the slaves to be able to forget their memory, but in Benin Republic it was a tree, and once they go around the tree they lose their memory, So I guess you really enjoy that short history. It's such an interesting history, if I can say, and more of this will be coming your way. I understand that Nigerian government doesn't want this history of it to continue in the various institutions, in the school and all that, based on their, I don't really know the reason, but I understand, and this is why so many of us don't really have that knowledge. Like some of us don't know what happened in 1960. Some of us don't know how Nigeria struggled to gain their independence, and all that, understand, but we will try as much as possible to keep on bringing some of all this history to you guys, and keep on watching. Thank you for watching to the end. I just had to ask you to kindly like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and the video clip, the video copyright goes to MARIAM OYAKHILOME, my favorite content creator. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Peace out.